Steer Hill Nature Preserve in Chepachet, Rhode Island. I came here the other night, but it was pretty close to sunset. So I thought I'd come out again, walk around, get acclimated to the place, maybe see if I could find some shots, try to isolate some subjects among this chaos that is Woodlands. I mean, here in New England in the Northeast, it's really kind of hard to find a subject and isolate it. So I thought a good challenge for today, since I have all day, would be to try to find a nice composition in the woods as the light sort of improves throughout the afternoon. So here we go. I wonder what the hell that is. Might have a problem here. It's raining. Oh, mistake, Mike. Gotta check the forecast, man. We have the technology for this. Failure to prepare. Well, I think it's a passing shower. I guess we'll see. So there's a small chance of thunderstorms. I'm gonna keep going because I'm already here, but I'm not really that far from the car, so I mean, I have a weather cover in my bag for my stuff. If I need it, I can use it, but it seems to have slowed down, and I'm in the woods, so the trees act as a dampening for the rain, you know what I'm saying? So let's rock on. I mean, it goes without saying to keep your eyes open all the time, but I mean, even when you're taking a leak, photographers, be looking to your left and looking to your right. You never know when that composition's gonna be there, poking out at you. I look to my left between these two trees, and I see this, and I'm like, hey man, that's like a composition. Oh, listen to that rain. It's coming down now. I did just remember one important detail, and that is I actually left the windows of my truck down. I think I'm going to turn around, take a break, and the woods will be here after the storm passes. Listen to that rain. Out we go. So as I was walking out of the woods, I noticed people are walking into the woods with a baby. I will not be outmanned by a baby, but it's rainy and icky, and I'm gonna go get a sandwich. Then I'm going back, and I'm gonna find that baby, and I am gonna be just as wet as it is. I was in the Army, man. I used to be hardcore and sleep in conditions like this. Baby. And back in we go. So I'm back at it again, and the light is beautiful now after the storm. That baby's gone, wimp. I'm here, baby's not. Mike wins. Mike's tougher than the baby. Awesome. Look at this light though. Just entered golden hour, and I'm walking along this ridge line. So I have probably about 45 minutes where the light is just going to improve. And it's coming into the woods, just splashing on things. I'm walking along this ridge. It's pretty well lit by the sun coming from that way. The ridge is going that way, straight ahead of me. So I'm going to find a composition along this ridge someplace. I don't really want to go down into the woods. I don't want to go down into valleys because it's going to be harder for the light to penetrate, and it's probably going to be pretty dark down there. So my best bet is to stay along this ridge. I love coming out into the woods to try to shoot. It's always a real challenge to try to find a composition, especially as golden hour descends on us, because the light's coming sideways through the woods. There are all of these obstacles, and light is just peppered on subjects throughout the woods, so it becomes a looking for the light. Where's the light finding? So I did find this composition with this sign here and this path going over this way, and I think the shot came out pretty nice. So I'm kind of standing in the middle of my composition right now, but with a little bit of vignetting to bring the eye sort of toward the middle, I think it's going to have a dreamy look, and I hope you like it. Take a look. Okay, so this is the scene I ended up turning around, and just a minute ago there was really nice golden light coming down behind this sign, and we had this path going over to the right. Right, so it's kind of a balanced composition because I've got left and right things to look at. You know, right in the middle there's a tree. Okay, fine, but I feel like the light kind of balances it coming from the sun. It looks a little bit more blown out here on the screen than it actually is in my camera. It's a little bit more defined, so it's kind of nice, but I'm at f8 and I think everything's nicely in focus here throughout the image, so pretty excited. So here's what I used to shoot. Here's a Canon M3 mirrorless. I did go mirrorless a little while back. Got a consumer grade everything, Tamron 18 to 200 millimeter telephoto lens, and just the M3. I like the mirrorless system because it gives me the preview of what I'm shooting as I shoot it. So for a rookie like me, that's a nice setup. So I got my first shot and I'm happy because I got something pretty today anyway. I'm walking out of the woods with something pretty. I captured something cool. Now I know my way around this place a little bit better. I got a little further in. Golden hour is still happening, so the light is evolving and it's just getting more and more beautiful, but I want to be headed back because I'm probably about 45 minutes into the woods, and I'd rather not be walking back at dusk because animals, you know what I mean? So I'm leaving my camera set up on the tripod. So if I see a composition, all I have to do is just stop, put it down, capture, and I'll be good to go. So that's kind of the strategy I use on days like this. So this is the scene that I'm working with right now. I'm not sure how well I like the composition, but I know I like it. I know I look over there and there's something about it I like. I like the way these rocks have the sun hitting them from the side. I like the way this other rock has the light on it right now. I think it's gorgeous. So what I did is I took the shot kind of wide, basically what you see right now. That way when I get back to post-process and edit, I can just cut it down. I can work with cropping. I can figure out a composition that I like. And I'm happy I caught it because I think it would bug me if I didn't. A final thought I'd like to share. I'm walking out of the woods now. I'm heading back to the car, and I'm thinking about that picture I took earlier of the trail sign and the path going off to the right with the sunlight coming through. And I was asking myself, is that kind of hokey, Mike? You know, it's a picture of a trail sign. It's kind of obvious, not very artistic. But so I mulled it over a little bit, and I was kind of like, do I really like that? Is that really landscape photography? Because it's like, you know, it's a man-made sign. It's a trail marker. It's very common. But I think the image told a story. It's a trail marker in a, you know, wildlife refuge. Sunlight coming through. It tells a story of golden hour, being out hiking, the mood, man, you know, so there's some mood involved with it. So I requalified the image for myself, and I'm happy I did. So I just thought I'd share that thought process with you. You know, landscape photography can have man-made stuff in it, right? Of course it can. You can do whatever you want. But I guess maybe there are some purists out there who beat themselves up like me. I'm not really a purist, but I beat myself up periodically with thoughts like that. Like, this image isn't good enough. Does this make sense to be taking if I'm taking pictures of a landscape? Who's gonna wanna look at this? Well, the answer is whoever wants to look at it. That's it. I'm out here doing my thing because it's something, whoop, almost tripped. Something I like to do. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate any support. I'm gonna keep knocking these videos out because I like it and it's fun.